We are a boutique architectural firm based in Ponsonby. It's a small team of 7 of us, and we pride ourselves on crafting very bespoke and individual designs for a variety of clients. We have a very wide variety of work, which is very interesting, and we're very passionate about it.
I know that there is an interesting backstory to this project, so do you want to tell us a little bit about the history of Browns Bay and Kauri in general?
When we were commissioned to do the project, we did some research on Browns Bay, historically finding out how it was settled and the people that arrived here. And out of interest, the original Browns Bay homestead was on this site by the Brown family. And we found out that the house was actually constructed and clad in Kauri, the native Kauri timber. We thought that we'd love to pay homage to that. Of course, we can't build the building out of Kauri.
Yes.
But you'll notice on the ends when the scaffolding comes down that there's the weatherboarding, and the concrete is replicating the old Kauri weatherboards. So we've imprinted the weatherboard into concrete as a permanent gesture to the construction of the original homestead. And the Kauri tree, of course, is one of our beautiful native trees in this country. And you'll notice from the facade, if you look back, there's these quite vertical bronze elements that run from the ground floor to the top. They actually are representative in a removed kind of manner of the strength of the Kauri tree. It gives the building some meaning and some depth to the heritage.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So we're in the upper level penthouse. Obviously captures a beautiful inner city view, but also the Hauraki Gulf and the coast beyond. The nice thing about the penthouses that there's not many of them. There's only 3 across the front. So they have a very broad aspect as opposed to the apartments below, which of course are narrower. So their views are more kind of captured as a window. Whereas up here we have these large balconies. We have large windows that open out to the view. So it's quite a spacious and flowing feeling being up here.
And in terms of its unique features?
Well, the thing is the stud height. Yes. It's 2.9 stud compared to the rest of the apartments below. All the internal doors are 2.4, which makes a big difference. They have timber floors throughout, and the cover of the main roof coming forward is pretty special and gives you a sense of kind of security and bedding into the top up here. The solid balconies here, there'll be glass above.
Right.
The nice thing about the solid balconies is that when you are sitting, you're very, very private.
Right.
But the top piece of glass will then allow you to capture the view when you're relaxing up, sitting around the outside fire.
Right, or enjoying the hot tub.
The hot tub in the corner, right?
Yeah.
Pointing out the fire, that was quite a unique idea that we presented to the clients early on for the penthouses, and they just embraced it. It gives you that flame inside and outside, makes for this environment to be pretty special. So the layout floor plan of the penthouses is all being carefully considered to ensure that the master suite, which is over to our left, and the main living spaces, they all connect to the north-facing balconies. The secondary bedrooms are tucked around the back, but they also get lovely aspect. The kitchens, like in most of these high-end apartments, is the hub of the space, and that sits along this wall. And then we have a nice open plan, which living at one end, fire in the middle. Like we said earlier, the fire serves inside and outside.
Yes.
And the spaces are high in volume and have a lot of depth as well. And also the master bedroom suites that face the balconies are also of generous proportion, with the doors that stack open. So in the summer and in the calm evenings, the whole front of the penthouse can open up. And another thing with the layout of the apartments is that we're quite separated from the public walkways behind us, the lift and the stairs. So and the insulation to those back walls is very strong. So that once you're in here, you're in your own sanctuary, living away from everyone else. So especially this one, you actually physically can't see another apartment. You may share the central space, but once you're up here, you're secluded and private.
With a beautiful view of the ocean. The Browns Bay beach is only 300 metres away, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
To our right.
It's lovely. Well, the nice thing about the impact of this building on the Browns Bay community is we really considered the proportion and balance of the facade of the building to be of a more domestic scale. Traditionally, quite often, these kind of buildings are quite horizontal. So we didn't want that to be the feeling of our facade to this building. We wanted it to feel a residential flavour to it.
Right.
And also with the upper penthouses, instead of that pattern repeating itself, you can see we pulled the facade back and the roof back. The other great thing about the apartment building for Browns Bay is all the amenities around for the people that live here.
Exactly.
It's a beautiful little village, and if you live here, then you've added to the community. You've got a beautiful beach to go to. The building it's subtle and it's a bit recessive, but it's proud as well of what it is, and as we are, I think it's actually come together quite nicely.
Yeah, it's an amazing project. So the Penthouse comes with 2 secure car parks.
That's right.
Can you describe a little bit about how the stack system works?
Sure. The stacking system is a German product and it's incredibly clever. So essentially it's a stack of cars by 3 deep.
Okay.
So when you drive in, it'll find you a blank spot, you drive your car in, get out, and it basically shuffles the cars around
Right.
like magic, really.
Wow.
So then when you arrive, you get your car, you just hit the number you want and it brings your car back down to that point.
Well, that's nice and handy,
It's
isn't
actually
it?
probably easier than trying to manoeuvre through a car park like that where you
Yeah.
can bang into other people and all their doors can hit you. So once your car is tucked away, it's secure, no one can get to it and it can't be damaged.